Our community partners work together, building stronger marriages and stronger families.
It's just an appreciation for the fact that this program is working. It's changing lives. It's just not talk. It's changing lives. You see it. You see the people that were in the process of falling apart, or were in the process of becoming a failure, or becoming another stat of a bad relationship. Now they have a good relationship, good marriage, and here's the mother-in-law involved. You know, the whole family together.
In my arena, I've worked with partnerships with universities for a number of years, but what I've seen with this group is excellent, absolutely excellent. The support that you get, and what is so impressive to me, they're not just doing it, it's something they believe in themselves.
I think for myself, to be a facilitator, it's just such a great joy. And you know, I was married when I was 23, and within 27 months we had 2 children. My husband was going to work full-time, going to school full-time, and I was working part-time. And someone invited us to make a marriage encounter weekend. And really, it transformed our lives. And so for me, being a facilitator is just really trying to create an atmosphere for other couples and for other families to gain those skills and support.
I would say the overwhelming thing that we talk to them about is if you choose to get married, and that's it, if, but if you choose to get married, then here's a lot of stuff you need to be thinking about. And also, even beyond that, even if you're not thinking about getting married, you do need to be aware of the relationships you choose to get in and how they're going, trying to get them to think into the future. Well, how are they going to affect, if they have children, how are the relationships that I choose to be in right now, how are they going to affect my children, whether I'm married or not? And then, you know, future tense, how is the relationship that I'm in right now? If I choose not to get married to this person, I mean, what could be the possible you know, option? I mean, what's that going to look like 5 years from now if we choose not to get married? What's it going to, how's that going to impact our children? And so, I mean, I guess we tell people the benefits of marriage. We tell people how to have healthy marriages, how to have healthy relationships, but it's always an option. There's no, you know, we don't conduct marriage ceremonies at the end of the classes, but we try to tell people, you know, if this is something that you're going to choose for yourself, know what you're choosing.
Families are learning to have healthy relationships and are being transformed as relationships improve.
It opened my mind up what I need to do better for me and my family. See, what I learned in the classes that it was given, it's a good experience. And I would like to share that on with some other guys that's having problems like that, and they can come to the classes and see what it's all about.
Time that we had the class like in Tuskegee, we were going through a real big crisis in our marriage, but we still made a commitment and we were there regardless of what happened. We made it to those classes, and the classes would just remind us of what we were doing, why we were doing it, and that was very important. That was very important.
Everybody kind of wants a good marriage, and what I really felt like these classes did was they kind of showed you, here's how you can have a good marriage. Here are some skills you can learn, some facts and data that you can store away. And one of the points that was made that really stuck with me is that if you're resolving a conflict, it's not about winning the argument. It's about maintaining or repairing the relationship. So what's important is that our marriage be strong and that it survives whatever this problem is, and that we come to some peaceful way of dealing with this without it ripping us apart, and that's what's really important.
We were able to realize that it's not just our house. Our daughter is not just the terrible daughter, you know, she's not, everybody, all kids have issues, all parents have issues, all couples, so it felt good to know that some of the other parents and some of the other family were going through some of the same things that we were going through.
We discipline her, basically, like if he tells her something, she'll come behind him and ask me. And I'd be like, okay, that's fine, like watching TV. If she's in trouble, he'd be like, she can't watch TV. She'll go behind him and try to pull it with me. See, we've been working on that since we took that class, because she's haven't been doing that anymore because she knows it's not working anymore. Because this class done improved us a lot. And
nobody's perfect. You know, nobody's, and you, I don't care how old you are or how much education you have, you can always learn something from somebody else.